The federal government has reiterated its commitment to addressing the climate change issue in Nigeria with the urgency and seriousness it demands. The Minister of State for Environment, Dr. Isiaq Salako, made the commitment during the second National Conference on Climate Change organized by Corporate Accountability and Public Participation Africa. Correspondent Lois Abasambo reports.
The second National Conference on Climate Change organized by Corporate Accountability and Public Participation CAPPA focused on addressing the overarching concerns related to climate change in Nigeria. In his welcome address, Minister of State for Environment Dr. Isiaq Salako, who was represented by Mr. John Aberde, underscored the importance of developing comprehensive strategies that consider all aspects of climate change.
Nigeria, like many other nations, is grappling with the devastating impacts of climate change, including extreme weather events and ecological disruptions. The Nigerian government is fully committed to addressing climate change and promoting sustainable climate finance. Also, working towards our national determined contribution NDCs and the global climate goals set out in the Paris Agreement.
Keynote speaker Professor Lanre Fagbon underscored the imperative of addressing the need for loss and damage funds to ensure equitable compensation for countries most affected by climate change.
I have identified the concept of historical responsibility. Historical responsibility on the basis that you are the ones that contributed so much to causing this problem. So justice demands that you should be the one that will take the larger chunk of responsibility.
Also speaking, Executive Director of CAPPA, Mr. Akinbode Oluwafemi, called on developed countries and big polluters to adhere to the guiding principles in providing reparation for climate injustices.
We, as an organization, frown our decision to downplay liability and compensation as component of the loss and damage mechanism. We want the loss and damage mechanism to accommodate climate crisis at the frontline communities, and that the mechanisms will also ensure that when it is there, the funds actually goes to those impacted communities, not going to TSA.
The theme of the second National Conference on Climate Change, Creating Agenda for Sustainable Climate Finance for Nigeria, sought to advocate for adequate compensation to developing countries to aid in adapting to the climate impacts they face. Lois Abasambo, ASO Television News.